Hey guys, I'm Dan and welcome back to the Basement Dino Dungeon. Today is Saturday, which means we have the most epic video of the week. Every single figure from the past 2 weeks will be shown in today's video, okay? Almost every single one, not everyone, okay? Let's have a close look. Alright guys, check out this setup right here, okay? So today we will be opening a new set from Takara, Tomy right here. We'll take a look at some of the latest figures, Hammond collection Brachiosaurus, Super Colossal Indoraptor, plenty of new danger packs, transforming dinosaur figures, entire collection of Takara Tomy dinosaurs right here, and a lot more for comparison. Oh my goodness, plenty of cool stuff. At the end of the video, I'll be giving you guys an exclusive update, okay? Check this out. We have a new Baryonyx sitting right over there. This is the one and only one, okay? Very excited. Let's begin. Alright guys, check out this beautiful setup right here. It looks pretty exciting. Alright, first let's begin by taking a look at this set right here from Takara Tomy. It is a Jurassic Park 30th anniversary set right here that comes with a new Dilophosaurus. Flip it over, you're able to find some really cool illustrations. I love this silhouette right here that shows all the different dinosaurs. Let's get this out of the box. Alright, let's get this out of the box. Very cool looking, and it actually comes with this very nice card right here that you can actually use it as a background. So this is pretty awesome. So now let's unbox these figures from this little transparent box. There are a couple of strings for us to cut loose, that's for sure. So let's just cut all of them loose so that we are able to retrieve them. Okay, just one more to go. This one is pretty hard to cut. We have to be really careful because you don't want to cut the dinosaur figures. So let's get 1, 2, and 3 out of the box. Alright, let's have a close look at this figure right here. A new Dilophosaurus. Takara Tomy has never made a Dilophosaurus before, so this is the very first time. So you can see the frills are able to move. Oh, it came out very easily, but you can pop it right back very easily as well. So this is really cool. So you're able to fold the frills back, which is pretty awesome. You're able to close it right here, and the tail can be rotated as well. The legs can move. So this is a very nice Dilophosaurus, I must say, and the colors actually look kind of cool as well. Love the green patterns that it has created. Next up, let's have a look at this, which is a Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. I guess this is from the very first movie. This is basically just a repaint from the previous raptors from Takara Tomy. And here is another T-Rex right here, okay, which is like an orange T-Rex, which looks kind of cool as well. Alright, so this is basically the latest 30th anniversary T-Rex. Just a quick comparison, this was the previous Jurassic World T-Rex from, Jurassic World Dominion, as well as the previous Jurassic World movie. So you can see they are basically exactly the same in terms of the sculpt, just with a different paint scheme. But of course, they actually released another T-Rex right here. This was actually a different version of the new sculpt. This one looks pretty cool as well. In terms of the color, I mean, to be really honest, I prefer the previous original colored, T-Rex, which is like the brown color. Alright, next up, let's have a look at the 2 new latest T-Rex. Have you guys seen this? It's basically the Chase and Raw Tyrannosaurus Rex. It is a transforming dinosaur, but it can actually roar, which is kind of cool. So you can press this. Yep, and it can actually transform into a vehicle, but I'm not going to transform it because it actually takes a lot of time. It took me about at least like 20 minutes to transform it. It was actually quite complicated. So, previously, there was actually another transforming dinosaur figure, but this was actually from Hasbro. It was a collaboration with Transformers. But this time, this one is actually produced by Mattel. But you can see both of them actually have some similarities, but I definitely prefer the one from Mattel more. It is much bigger and it also has sounds. But I think the face of this T-Rex from Hasbro actually looks pretty good as well. Okay, and speaking of transforming dinosaurs, we have an entire set right here, okay, waiting for us to have another look later on, but stay tuned for that, okay? Now let's move on to the Hunt and Chomp Tyrannosaurus Rex. Next, the Hunt and Chomp Tyrannosaurus Rex. Have you guys seen my detailed unboxing and review video of this figure? If not, you can actually use this time to catch up, okay? So this is basically the latest Tyrannosaurus Rex from Mattel. Of course, there's a new green one coming out really soon. This is basically known as the Hunt and Chomp Tyrannosaurus Rex that comes with a button right here. If you press it, it actually moves its neck to the left as well as to the right, and you can also see a slight chomping action right here. Okay, there you go. Very cool figure, I must say. Okay, and what I like about this T-Rex is that it actually has very cool stripes across the body like a tiger, which were never seen before in all the other previous Tyrannosaurus Rex. And what's really cool about this is that it has a tracking gear right here, which looks very similar to that of the Indoraptor. Let's have a look. Let's have a comparison. So both of them are actually wearing this tracking gear that has a camera right here, or on the left hand side right here. Very cool. Yep, this is basically the is this a track and attack Indoraptor? I think so. So this is another really cool one. So the track and attack dinosaurs are basically, the dino trackers dinosaurs are basically all the dinosaurs with tracking gear on their body. I feel they are very cool. What do you guys think? Do you guys like all the dinosaurs with the tracking gear or without? Let me know down below, okay? So that is basically our Hunt and Chomp Tyrannosaurus Rex. Let's move on to the next figure. Alright, next up, let's have a look at this Gujitsu glow shifters. Okay, I know this is not a Jurassic World product, but I'm actually trying to collect all the different dinosaurs from Gujitsu, and they are actually pretty fun figures. So let's open this up. This is known as Tritops, which is like a Triceratops. So let's get this one out. Let me just try to remember its name. Super squishy Tritops hero pack right here. So there you go. It is basically a Triceratops that looks very cool. If you take a close look, there's actually like a little ball inside. If you burst it, the body will actually change its color. But before we burst it, let's have a look at this Tritops right here. So it basically features a Triceratops in sort of like a mutant form, and this clothing can actually be removed and exchanged with other figures, and you can see it's highly stretchable. Very cool. This part, I think you're able to move it. Nope. This part is made of hard plastic. The body is basically made of rubber, very squishy rubber. So let's try to burst this little ball to change the color of this Triceratops. Okay, so let's try to burst this, and once we burst it, it's supposed to glow in the dark. Wow, do you guys see that? It's actually glowing. Very cool. Are we supposed to burst it? I think so. Yeah. Goo glows in the dark. Let's try this. Okay, I'm not too sure whether we are able to burst it because I know it's really difficult to burst it. Wow, it's really tough, as you guys can see. Nope, I'm not able to do it. Oh, it's right here, guys. There is like a little stopper. So let's try. Wow, it's really challenging. I think I burst it, guys. Very nice. Okay, you can see the entire body has changed color to a brighter green. Wow. Okay, let me just try to off the light so that you guys can actually see it much clearer. Okay, I have turned off the lights so you can see the body is actually glowing. Wow, this is really nice. Hopefully, Gujitsu can actually come up with a few Jurassic World figures that will actually glow in the dark. I will be super happy to get it. So, wow. Love this. Really love this. That's for sure. Alright, let's move on to the next figure. Okay, next we are going to take a look at the Hammond collection Brachiosaurus versus the Super Colossal Indoraptor. Let's have a close look. Alright guys, so this is basically the Hammond collection Brachiosaurus, which looks very similar to, the Super Colossal Brachiosaurus. But check this out. This part right here, it can be rotated. You can actually move it. The jaw is much bigger. And the eyes is actually very nice. It's made of translucent material. You can't really see it from here. And the neck is actually made of soft rubber right here. You're able to articulate it as well. It is quite flexible. You can move this up and down. In terms of the legs, you can see there is one point of articulation right here. You're able to rotate this part right here, which is like the ankle. For the tail, there's like one point of articulation, 2 and 3 right here, which is very, very awesome. Just check this out, okay? So it's much better than the Legacy Collection Brachiosaurus, that's for sure. For the Indoraptor, it is the very first Super Colossal figure that actually features a gloss finish. You can see the body is actually very shiny as compared to the Brachiosaurus. So they've basically painted this with glossy paint. So it's very nice. And of course, you know that the Indoraptor was actually a very, very shiny kind of dinosaur in the movie. So these two are basically the two latest gigantic dinosaur action figures that you can find so far for now. Next, we take a look at the 3 latest danger packs right here, okay? Very cool figures. Firstly, we have what is known as the Dakosaurus. It is a prehistoric marine reptile and it's known as a biter lizard right here. So this is quite a small little marine reptile as compared to, for example, the Mosasaurus or the Carnotaurus. It is just, 4.5 meters long, which is roughly about the size of, the height of 3 normal sized human adults, okay? So Dakosaurus right here, very cool figure, danger pack. I was actually hoping for them to create like a bigger figure. I think that would be really nice, but of course, Dakosaurus is actually much smaller than the Carnotaurus. So I think this is the right size, that's for sure. I'm hoping to get more prehistoric marine reptiles from, Mattel, because I'm a huge fan of prehistoric marine reptiles such as the Mosasaurus and the Elasmosaurus. Next up, we take a look at the Northern Shoe. This is an ankylosaur, which is closely related to an ankylosaurus. This is the latest release, a new species added to the line. You can see this is a very well-armored dinosaur with like spikes, osteoderm, protection around the entire body. So the only way a predator could attack it, for example, like the Indominus Rex, is to flip it over like what you have seen in the movie and attack it from the bottom of its body or by the head, because basically you're not able to attack any part of this body right here because it is so well protected. So Borealopelta is known as the Northern Shoe. Very nice. It also reminds me of the Sauropelta that I've brought to right here, guys. So Sauropelta, which is known as the Shoed lizard, if I'm not wrong, they are very similar to the Borealopelta. You can see it's very, very similar, except that the Sauropelta does not have any spikes at the end of the tail. So Borealopelta and 2 Sauropeltas right here, they are all from the same family, which is known as the Ankylosaurid family. Of course, not forgetting the 2 Minmies right here, okay? Minmies are also ankylosaurs. And of course, the most well-known ankylosaur of all time, the Ankylosaurus. This is a raw striker. You guys should be quite familiar with this figure. Alright, let's move on to the Pyroraptor. Next, the new Pyroraptor. A question for you guys, okay? Do you think these colors on the Pyroraptor is realistic? It has black, it has blue, it has yellowish orange right here. Do you guys think this color scheme is realistic? Let me know down below, okay? If you guys think no, it should look like a dinosaur, which is like brown in color, dark brown in color, or black or stuff like that, check this out, guys. This is a blue macaw, which is like a parrot, and this color scheme is basically inspired by the macaw. because technically dinosaurs were actually birds. They are actually the ancestors of the birds that you see nowadays. So the Pyroraptor back in the past could be this color. Who knows? It may also be red and blue and green. So that is something for you guys to think about, okay? And you can discuss this with your friends, your family, and let me know down below, okay? So this is basically the latest Pyroraptor, and Pyroraptor is basically known as the fire teeth, okay? Alright, let's move on to the next one. Next figure, a quick news update. Have you guys seen this before? This is basically known as the Rowdy Roars. It's quite a cute little figure. Okay, if you touch the bottom of the chin, the head, it will actually move. Of course, you're able to press this button as well. That will make it go into this chomping action if I'm not wrong. Come on. Why are you not moving? Run out of battery? That's super fast. Okay, I think we have to change the batteries like really soon. That's for sure. Let's try this again. Yeah, there's no battery like right at this moment. But fortunately, you were able to see it move just now. So the news update is that there will be a new figure that looks exactly like this, but in a brighter green that will be released. It is actually released. We are hoping to get that really soon to add to our collection. Now let's move on to other figures. Okay, next figure, let's have a look at this Parasaurolophus from Imaginext that features some lights and sounds. I really love this because you can see this crest right here is actually glowing when you press this button over here. So this is basically a Parasaurolophus from Imaginext. It's known as an XL action figure. Very nice. I actually love this a lot. I actually have an entire collection of these XL figures right there. You can't see it clearly, but yeah, they're all sitting right over there. Okay, now let's move on to other figures. Next, I want to show you guys the 4 latest Wow Roar figures, which you guys should have seen them before, but let's have another review, okay? So this is basically the Ocoraptor, and you guys can see this is the one and only in the world that has a claw that is like kind of like, distorted. It's very cute, I would say. Okay, the next one is basically an armored sauropod, which is known as the Nigersaurus right here. So this is another Wow Roar figure. Very cool. And also it sort of like resembles the Ankylosaurus because of the armor on his body, the osteoderm, the spikes, and the thorns, which is very, very cool looking. The other one, it's a Spinosaurid, which is known as the Irritator. So this is like a new sculpt, a different sculpt, and I really love the tail. So this tail, it has a huge neural spine, which acts like a propeller, that allows it to swim very fast and with precision, that's for sure. Okay, our next one, it's basically a Ceratopsian. Regaliceratops, really nice one. Regaliceratops is known as the royal horned face because this crown like here, this crest right here, okay, I wouldn't call it a crown. This shoe right here actually looks like the crown of a king, which is why it's known as the royal horned face. I really love the quills on the back of his body here as well. The paint scheme looks pretty excellent, I would say. And of course, it has this little beak that is able to allow it to chomp down on plants, and also like probably like the bark of a tree, like the skin of a tree. Okay, so these are basically our 4 new Wow Roar figures. There are some figures that I want to show you guys as well. They are lying right here. So recently I actually added these 2 metallic figures to my collection. I never knew they actually existed until I saw them online. So I'm very happy to have added them to my collection. Metallic green Dilophosaurus, and this, it's basically the metallic Velociraptor. Previously we have one which is like the metallic brown version, but this one is more of an orangey tone, but both are equally beautiful. Okay, next, more updates, okay? Have you guys seen this? this is the latest 12-inch basic figure of a concavenator. And speaking of basic figures, there will be a new Herrerasaurus coming out really soon. I hope to add that to my collection as well. Next, let's have a look at the latest Fierce Changer. So this one is actually known as the Fierce Changer Tyrannosaurus Rex. Right here, we have the Giganotosaurus. You can actually transform this into a Brachiosaurus, if I remember correctly. So let's open this one up. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before, but oh, sorry, not a Brachiosaurus, not Pseudoceratops. I always forget about, which one they actually are. So let's try to transform this. Hopefully, I've got the sequence right. If you get the sequence wrong, you're not able to close it properly. That's for sure. Let's try this. Did we get it right? Yep, that's right. So you can see this transforms into a Pseudoceratops. Let's move the legs as well. You can keep the legs like this. The toe claws, you have to change them from a longer one to the shorter ones. The tail, I think you can't move them out, that's for sure. Let's keep the long toe claws, bend the legs towards the front. Yeah, it's not a super, accurate looking, but still very nice, I would say. Yep, like this. Keep the legs. You can actually push the legs. You can extend it and you can push it back in. When it's a Ceratops and a Pseudoceratops, you have to move it back in. That's for sure. And the crown, you can actually move it open. You can extend the horns, which is really nice and cool. So there you go. A Pseudoceratops, beautiful, transformed from a Giganotosaurus. Let's have a look at this, which is the Indoraptor that can be transformed into a Brachiosaurus. That's for sure. I'm just going to display it as a herbivore for now, and the next time can actually transform it back into a. Okay, let's try. This way, I think so. Wait a minute. Sometimes it's quite hard to transform. Sometimes, but majority of the time it's pretty easy. Okay, you have to keep the tail first, like this. Let's see whether you're able to close it. Nope, you're not. So I think we got the sequence wrong, as you guys can see. The tail needs to go in first, that's for sure. Can we still push it back in? Oh yes, we can. So that's nice. And this way should be the right way. Just push it down a bit more. Oh my goodness, you still got it wrong? Okay, it should be this way, this sequence. So there you go. Extend the neck. The legs doesn't look super cool. Okay, you have to pull up the legs, that's for sure, because the Brachiosaurus actually has longer legs in front. This one, I think you have to rotate it, bend it like this. And the claws, you definitely have to use a shorter one for the Brachiosaurus. Extend the leg like this. Yeah, it's actually it's pretty cool. I think kids would definitely love them. For collectors, I think a lot of collectors were actually complaining about, these figures looking kind of, too cute for their liking, I would say. But, to be honest, I love them because I feel they are kind of fun, very cool. It's a Brachiosaurus. So basically, the Indoraptor transformed into a Brachiosaurus. Okay, now it's time for us to take a look at the Takara Tomy set that I've promised you guys, that I will show you guys the entire set. So let's do this. Alright, I have the box sitting right next to me, so I'll be showing you guys every single figure right now. So let's do this. We have an Imaginext right here. Okay. A Triceratops, I think, if I'm not wrong, this is a Triceratops Red. Okay. This is a Triceratops Panthera. A Triceratops Tiger. Okay, just give me a second. I'm just putting them all on the floor right now. We have the Tyrannosaurus, which is very nice as well. Dimetrodon that were found in the Amber Cave, Dr. Alan Grant and alley settler, they saw them. Velociraptor blue. This is the previous Velociraptor blue, okay, the older version. And here with the Spinosaurus from the previous movie, not Jurassic World Dominion, the one before it, Fallen Kingdom, if I'm not wrong. Another blue, okay. Stegosaurus. This was actually the first wave, from the very first wave of the Jurassic World figures. We have Beta right here, which is super adorable, I must say. Baryonyx from Fallen Kingdom. Do you guys remember, Fallen Kingdom, where there was a Baryonyx in the tunnel and a lava was like dropping down? And this is the Allosaurus that is similar to the one from Battle at Big Rock. Giganotosaurus is definitely the one from Jurassic World Dominion. You guys should be still quite familiar with it. And Colosaurus right here, it reminds me of Bumpy. Indominus Rex, very nice figure from the very first wave. Pteranodon. This Pteranodon actually looks like the first Rowdy Roars from Mattel. A Triceratops ghost. Nice figure. Quetzalcoatlus from Jurassic World Dominion. You can see the wingspan is really huge. And this type of prehistoric flying reptile was actually as big as an airplane. If you guys have watched the movie, you will know. Triceratops from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the dinosaur that actually saved Owen from the approaching lava. And here's Owen right here. Another Ankylosaurus. We have two exact same figures. Sticky Moloch from Fallen Kingdom as well. Do you guys remember the scene where the Sticky Moloch helped Claire and Owen escape? We have two baby Ankylosaurus Bumpy right here, super adorable. Parasaurolophus from Jurassic World Dominion. The very first dinosaur that you seen in Jurassic World Dominion was the scene where Owen was trying to capture it. Oh, why am I showing you this? Owen was trying to capture a Parasaurolophus. He was actually trying to rescue it, okay? And Pyroraptor right here. That's Pseudoceratops from Battle at Big Rock. Beautiful figure. Next, we have the multi-market Carnotaurus that has a broken horn. I think this Carnotaurus is really nice. It will be nice if we are able to get, a big figure. I think that will be really cool. And this too, we have two of this because one of them came individually and the other one came in a set. It's basically Carnotaurus Toro. Alright, you can still see the scar right here. You guys remember how they actually got the scar from Camp Cretaceous. And Brachiosaurus, if I'm not wrong, this one was actually from the second wave, not from Jurassic World Dominion. We have another blue which has a missing tail bit at the back. Baryonyx, similar figure as well. Mosasaurus, if I'm not wrong, this was actually from the first wave. Dimorphodon, I can't remember, was it from Jurassic World Dominion or from the second wave? Can't remember. This Carnotaurus is the very first one. It's not movie accurate. You can see they actually used the Takara Tomy NEA Carnotaurus to create it, so it's not accurate, that's for sure. Baby Pteranodon, a small little Pteranodon right here. Why do I keep getting these figures? I'm not supposed to show you guys these figures again. And two, one of them is actually baby blue and one of them is actually beta right here. Alright, so we have more figures. The last one is basically the Pteranodon. This was actually from the very first wave of Takara Tomy Jurassic World figures, okay? So I think I have done showing you the Takara Tomy figures, so let's move on to other figures. Let's do a very quick roundup. So we have a Tyrannosaurus Rex that can be transformed into an Ankylosaurus. So there are two different versions. This Ankylosaurus can be transformed into a T-Rex as well. So let's have a look at this. Let's transform this as well into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So let me just open this one up. Let's do a quick transformation. Yeah, I love these transformation figures, to be honest with you. I think they are really fun. Here's a T-Rex. But I'm not a huge fan of the arms of the T-Rex because they definitely do not look like arms, that's for sure. And let's transform the legs. You have to do it this way. And move the toe claws out. Very nice. Okay, nice. Tyrannosaurus Rex, awesome figure. So we also have this too. This is a Carnotaurus that can be transformed into a Dakosaurus. Yeah, I'm not going to transform this, just going to show you guys like a quick look. And Baryonyx can be transformed into a Parasaurolophus. Okay, previously, I got this little figure from an online store. Little did I know, this is actually an official Jurassic World product. Yeah, from year 2000. We actually have the figure still in its box right here. You guys able to see that? So this is actually the same figure. Yeah, I didn't know we actually have this. Because when I bought this, they actually turned this into a little keychain. You can take a look at the key right here. Let's go very close up. You guys see the little hole? So yeah, the previous seller actually inserted this one right on top of the key. And he actually made like a little chain, so it became a keychain. So yeah, he took this figure and turned it into a keychain. And I didn't know that because I saw the keychain and I thought, it was really good, let's get the keychain. But little did I know it's actually an official Jurassic Park figure. But I didn't know, it's actually the same one as this one. So it's a kind of nice surprise. So I'm definitely going to display this at Level 2 Jurassic World Maintenance right now. Because previously I was just like, putting it on one of this shelf right here. Alright. We have one last figure, a couple more figures, okay? Check this out. So I wanted to bring some, the latest danger packs to show you. This is basically the Carnotaurus. We have other figures that I wanted to show right here. Just two more. New Velociraptor and the Brachiosaurus right here. Basically, these are the figures. So today's video, you guys have seen it. We have so many figures today. Hopefully you guys love this video. Let me know down below which one is actually the most favorite figure from this video, okay? If you ask me, it has to be between these three figures, okay? Either Hammond collection Brachiosaurus, Colossal Indoraptor, or Chomp, Tyrannosaurus Rex Charm. Leaning towards the Hammond collection Brachiosaurus. What about you guys? Let me know down below. Next video, okay, let me just quickly show you guys a cool update, okay? So next video, I will be doing a Baryonyx collection, guys, because we have one super cool Baryonyx right here that features a mechanical arm. How awesome is that? Stay tuned for that because we are going to do an epic Baryonyx collection video very soon. I can't wait for that. Hopefully you guys, make sure you subscribe, turn the bell notification on so that next week when I upload this video, you guys will be able to catch it, okay? And of course, you are able to